People gathered outside the U.S. Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. tonight after a report published by the news site Politico showing what appears to be a draft opinion suggesting a majority of justices support overturning Roe v. Wade. That ruling protects the federal right to abortion. At 10 o'clock, I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Elizabeth Din. Elise Haas getting local insight on this big issue tonight and about what this could all mean as we look ahead. Elise?
In Politico's report, it appears as though someone leaked a Supreme Court opinion that was written by Justice Alito, and that draft would eliminate the abortion protections at the federal level. Now, locals in this arena are reacting.
I have to say that the most surprising thing to me is that this even leaked in the first place.
Lewis and Clark law professor Tung Yin stressed that there's no guarantee that Justice Alito's draft will be the majority opinion.
But if the ruling is simply what it appears to be, which is to say that the right to privacy does not extend to the right to choose, then it would withdraw from constitutional protection abortion, and then it would leave it up to the states. Some states could have very permissive abortion laws, others will be able to restrict it as much as they wanted.
The executive director of the Oregon American Civil Liberties Union says the ACLU will continue to fight for abortion rights. But if the Supreme Court ultimately does overturn Roe v. Wade, it would leave it up to the states to decide.
So a lot of the states that are going to really outlaw abortion or even criminalize it are going to be southern states and Midwestern states, and also states like Idaho, which have already taken steps similar to Texas. And so I think it's really important for people in Oregon, for Oregonians, to stand up for this right.
Meanwhile, we reached out to the Oregon Right to Life executive director, Lois Anderson, said in a statement, "While we are shocked by the egregious leak of information, we are encouraged by the court's desire to overturn Roe v. Wade. The pro-life movement remains hopeful that the justices will stand firm in their positions as we wait for a final decision later this spring." And the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood Federation of America also responding to us tonight, saying in part, Planned Parenthood health centers remain open, abortion is currently still legal, and we will continue to fight like hell to protect the right to access safe, legal abortion. And I can't stress enough that, again, this is a draft of an opinion, and things can change and often do in this whole process. You can expect to see a Supreme Court opinion that is published by them within the next 2 months. Live tonight in downtown Portland, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.
Oregon Governor Kate Brown taking to Twitter tonight to say all Americans should have access to abortion, full stop. Abortion is health care and protected by state law in Oregon. We will fight to keep it that way no matter what this Supreme Court decides.